Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Because you're doing well on this 14th December 2024. I know I'm closer than usual to the camera, but there's a very specific reason as to why, and here it is. And it's another video on mobile gaming. So, about a month ago, I filmed a video called The Importance of Mobile Gaming. And I was talking about how, so this is very much a video where I talk about myself, I talk about my experience as a gamer, and I'll be completely honest. So here we are. It's gonna be a long video. When you look at me, you look at a yapper. It's gonna be very very long, but at the same time, it's gonna be good. So I want to go back to my childhood. So this is already a fucked up video, right? I'm sorry. Long story short, what happened was, I should have done this screen, one for me, one for the game. So I was born in the 90s, right? Talking about Nintendo 64, we're talking about some of the best game, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time. We're talking about Super Smash Bros. Are you kidding me? Super Smash Bros. Was this amazing game with its amazing concept, right? This amazing concept was what? Amazing concept was take toys, make them fight, making a different game, almost a Toy Story of the gaming. It was brilliant, right? So when I think about this, I think about great memories. Now, my mom was a bit more generous when it came to game. My father was a bit against gaming. Oh, you should experience the world outside, right? So my father was like, "Fuck that! You're gonna be experiencing this." Oh, okay. You're gonna be experiencing this. Oh, what is this? Wait, what? There's no way. You can skip it. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That is fucked up. Yeah, the Centipede, which is one of the really good one. You see the Centipede? Oh, I got Centipede and Arima. Shit, that's amazing. So Centipede and Arima are okay. So this is something we'll my apologies. So you see, we all our characters are red because this is a red tournament. But this guy has a yellow and a purple because they're harder to get, but they're the whole thing. Okay, so back to the video. So the 64 was amazing, and again, the 64, the really cool thing that came out of it was I started playing older game. I started playing really old game, for example, Paper Mario, and I had some fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it. I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I missed out. My mom was actually a lot more generous with the gaming. She would buy me game for the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Color. So the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Color were, in my mind, some of the best handheld system. There was so much game, especially the Game Boy Advance, because the Game Boy Advance, there's over 300 games. Imagine having over 300 games. Now that is something unbelievable, right? So what happened was I was like, okay, you know what? This is pretty cool. Then she bought me the PS2, and the PS2 was also a console that I really, really enjoyed. And the fact that there's gonna be a long video, I'm telling you. So get seated, have a drink. We're drinking Bang Energy, so peach and mango. So she bought me a lot of games for the PS2. Some of those games were amazing. I'm thinking about Dragon Quest 2. I'm thinking about Final Fantasy 12. I'm thinking about, okay, so this is, are you stronger than me? Oh, you're a bit stronger, huh? We're talking about Dragon Ball Tekashi. Oh my god, Dragon Ball Tekashi. How could I forget the Dragon Ball Tekashi? Those were so fucking good. I want to get you at least like 10 example. So give me a second. I want to say games like Kingdom Hearts, of course. I want to say games like God of Wars on PS2, right? And that's pretty much it. So there's a lot more, but I cannot think about anything. This is the morning. We just woke up. So the great thing here, the absolute great thing that we had is, funnily enough, I know it's hard to believe, but the PSG was possibly my least liked console. Not because I didn't like the console, but because I didn't play a lot of the game on it. Yes, I game and I game and I game and I game, but ultimately speaking, I kind of prefer the PS2. It was easier. The PSG was nice, but so the PS3 was a complicated story with me. like the PS3 was it was a console that my father gave me, but it was a console that he gave me because he thought I didn't care about the Nintendo 64. And to a certain degree, some of the game in Nintendo 64, not a matchmaking. Oh, okay, so there's okay, perfect. I understand. We have a new day, so we have a new reward. Give me a sec. It won't be long. Consumable. You don't have a choice. Not my favorite, but it's okay. Let's do the chain campaign and we'll do a couple. So yeah, what happened was very simple. The PS3 was, my father took it away, and I got tired of it. I was like, you know what? No, I'm good with the Game Boy Advance. I'm good with this. I'm good with that. Now, we went to my mom's house, and the great thing is I could play PS2 games on the PS3. So I played for like a solid year and a half on the PS3. Now, the sad thing is, this PS3, for whatever reason, broke down. It completely broke down. And I kind of bought a lot of game for the PS3, right? So I was like, okay, well, this is a mess. Now, the funny thing is, I didn't have a job, so I was kind of broke. So I discovered at my father's house, I was about 18 years old, 19 years old. I discovered the wonderful world of emulator. So we're finally getting in the art of the subject. How can I say this without sounding like a dick? My experiences with the Game Boy Color, my Game Boy Advance were amazing. So the emulator was game like I didn't play. Look at this. Fucking beautiful. And it's a shame because I would have loved to see it. I would have absolutely loved to see it. You know, but then it's a shame because back then, the gaming for the mobile wasn't great. The mobile gaming was not great at all. And when I'm saying that it wasn't great, it wasn't great. Now, this video, by the way, is called I Judge Mobile Gaming Too Quickly. So move on forward a year. I have a new job. It's a really good job. I have this PS4. And this PS4, I'm falling in love with it because I have so many games. But I'm playing Borderlands. I'm playing World of Final Fantasy. My apologies. And I'm in love with it. I'm in love with the PS4. So I kind of gave up on the mobile gaming. But when I said I talked at the mobile gaming, it was emulator. It wasn't really mobile gaming. I had the Sony Xperia Z5, which allowed me to play a game like frickin' what should we call it? PSP game like Persona 3, Persona 4, which was amazing. And long story short, what happened was I was like, okay, the PS4 is amazing, and I didn't really give a fuck about mobile gaming. Now I started my job, and the job that I had was a bit more quiet, was a bit more calm. There's days where we had one. There's days where we had 2 orders. You know, so out of 8 hours, if you're working for 2 hours, then you don't have. So I couldn't bring my PS4 at work, right? And I think I want to thank my Filipino friend, Jay Maru Xiao, because in Philippines, the mobile gaming is actually hardcore. It's actually badass, right? They introduced me to a game like Call of Duty Mobile. Now, I was playing Ark Knight, I was playing Ooh La La. Those were games that weren't... But then again, those games were amazing. But they were games that I played because I was at work. I would have not played them. I would have not played them if it wasn't for that. Like, for example, right? I had a DS emulator, and I used to play one of my favorite games, Pokemon Silver, Heart of Gold. One of my favorite fucking games. This game is phenomenal. Are you kidding me? Now, the great thing here that happened was that I was like, okay, you know what? I'm having some good game at work, and I have some good game at home. Now, lately, and I want to say lately because it's very, very lately, I want to say it's possibly, well, it's a really funny story because it's a story that I said that I talked about multiple times. I want to say last winter, not last winter, but the winter 2023. I gave up on Arknight because it was too grindy. I gave up on Ulala because it was pay to win. I gave up on Call of Duty Mobile because Call of Duty Mobile. Okay. I love Jay. I fucking love Jay. One of my best friends, right? But Jay introduced me to Call of Duty for a reason. He invited me to Call of Duty because he liked the game. He invited me to Call of Duty because he kind of wanted to have somebody to play with, to have a clan, right? And every single day, it's like, oh, you didn't do your dailies. You didn't do your dailies. It felt like a chore. So I stopped. I stopped playing. Now, long story short, right? I started playing this. And then in the winter, I was looking for more games. So I was looking for a game that I could play at work that was idle. I found The Tower, which was a cool mobile gaming. And The Tower, in a sense, The Tower opened my eyes to mobile game. I started seeing my phone as a way to mobile game. And I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe that's a good way. And so I started really looking at it. And I started playing games like Arknight. I started playing games like Tokyo Ghoul. Started playing games like The Tower. I started playing games like Survivor.io. I started playing games like Trailer Park Boys, Greasy Money. I started playing games. The next game I'm going to be playing, I started yesterday, is such a phenomenal game. Such a phenomenal game. I'm going to have a lot of fun with Wild Rift and, but mostly Exilium. It is so fucking good. I'm going to release part 1 today on YouTube. And I'm starting to see mobile gaming for what it is. And I have to say that I'm grateful for mobile gaming. So what is this video about? What is this video, when you think about it, what is this video truly about? Because it's a confusing video, isn't it? Like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Well, it's actually quite simple. I didn't give mobile gaming a chance, right? Because this long ass story is serving a quiet purpose. And that quiet purpose is actually quite simple. I didn't give mobile gaming a chance because I didn't think it deserved a chance. I saw mobile gaming in its very beginning. In its very, very beginning with Smurf Village and shit like that, you know? And it wasn't great. It wasn't great. But at the same time, now I'm seeing it, and it's good. And trust me, you know what? I'll be completely fucking honest, okay? I'll be completely honest. I love my PS4. But the PS4, there's less and less games that are coming out for it. So I'm like, okay, what do I do here? What do I do now, right? Now, there's another one, which is actually quite simple. I have the Switch, where there's still a game, but I don't know how to stream from the Switch, right? So the mobile gaming is actually my favorite gaming. And guess what? We have the S24 Plus, possibly one of the best, if not the best one on the market right now. And dude, we're puggy. We're pug. So the mobile gaming is possibly the one I have the most out of. And there's so many mobile game, but there's so many quality mobile game. So this video is, simply put, it's a sorry letter to me for not giving it a chance. And I wish I did before, but I'm doing it now, and mobile gaming is where it's at. See, and I know I'm gonna repeat myself, right? Right now I'm enjoying the PS4. Right now, it's been a couple of months, they don't release game for PS4 anymore. So you know what's gonna happen? In a year time, there will not be a PS4 game out, right? And I have 2 PS4 at home because I overbought it. I bought one for the pandemic. You know what the problem with that is? It's quite simple. It's quite simple. I'm gonna be stuck with the PS4. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the PS4. Don't get me wrong. But I'm gonna be stuck with the PS4 for the next maybe 10 years, 15 years. The crazy thing is, I have enough game for 10 years, for 15 years. I have enough games, right? That's the crazy thing, but it's the truth. But the mobile gaming is gonna be where it's at, and it'll be the most relevant, the most not necessarily modern, but yeah, the most relevant to our gaming. So anyway, know that I love you, that you matter. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching this. I know it was a confusing video, but I don't know. I felt like I wanted to do this one. Felt like I needed to do this one. And when you feel like you need to do something, when you feel like you want to do something, is possibly when you should do something. Just saying. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.